I think that the problem they've got is that Austin scored 2 goals at Ibrox yesterday, but again, penalty kick in the last minute to get a draw. Kieran Tierney popped up a goal.
That was a great goal, by the way. I thought
Negren's
cross and the header was brilliant.
But what is happening with Celtic strike force? What is going on? I mean, Chanchara, you think is going to start the game, doesn't start, doesn't go off the bench.
Sorry to jump in, Mick, but I thought that was really peculiar that he didn't. Celtic searching for a second goal, and he doesn't even go off the bench.
Well, he's only scored 1 goal in 8 games anyway, so he's not been prolific to start with. So he needs to get that up. Adamu, who played 50 minutes in Stuttgart, I thought he was okay. Stuttgart, I don't know what you think, Ryan. I thought he was all right. I mean, he was a bit of a
discussed it in the stadium. I thought it was a handful. He made obviously a neat assist for Luke McCowan in the opening seconds. I thought he was a handful. That's the best way I would describe him.
Yeah,
is he literally the type of striker that's going to score 10 goals between now and the end of the season? No.
Well, there was a Norwegian, and I wish I could remember the account on Twitter, but they were saying, watching the game, a Norwegian football account saying, that's not Adamu. Adamu's not like a target man. He's not there to hold the ball. That's not what he does.
No, but this happened with Celtic at Hearts. As soon as they played Chankara in his first game, it was almost like some Celtic players think, oh, he's 6'3", so we'll just have to get out of the park. It's almost like a panic stations thing. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to work out. Is this a game plan? Or is it a default when defenders are panicking under pressure? They just launch it to the big guy because he's there. But when you don't have that option with Dyson Maida, changes the way that you play. Listen, it's easy playing 2-0 down as well, by the way, so you've got to take that into account. But Adamu's not a target man, clearly. I mean, he wasn't at the weekend. I'm not sure what he is yet, because he plays 45. He goes off the bench, gets a winner, equalising against Dundee. Plays 45 minutes the next week, is hopeless, gets hooked. Goes missing for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, because back in against Stuttgart does okay. Then he plays again, gets hooked again. Chankara starts, looks like the main man, then he gets dropped. Nowhere to be seen. And he actually plays off the bench in Germany, then he doesn't even get his tracksuit on at the weekend. These are Celtic's 3 strikers, and they're back to using Dyson Maida up front. So back to where they were before. The January window is now looking like another waste of time for Celtic, let's be honest. Benjamin Arthur can't get a game ahead of Dane Murray. Mavuku, I mean, where he's gone, I mean, send out a search party for him.
Is he injured, Mavuku? No. Just no good enough to be in the team.
He was in training during the week, so he's definitely
just trying to settle in Scotland. But he's only on a 4-month loan deal. So Celtic are going to need to have some kind of. And listen, Dyson Maida, I thought, helped on Sunday being up front. Still missed probably 2 big chances. I mean, they had
sorry, mate. Sorry.
Penalty kicks with the back of the net. Penalty kicks with the back of the net before that. So you can't rely on Dyson Maida, because Dyson Maida is not Dyson Maida last year. Every touchdown to goal.
Sorry, I realise I keep cutting everyone off. Sorry, I don't mean it's a slight delay in mind. But I was going to just say, Mick, Ryan, I thought you hit the nail on the head when you said, look, the whole reason why Rio Hatate wasn't starting is because we don't know if we can rely on him anymore. And the same with Maeda up front. Like, I agree, Mick. I thought he actually gave Rangers problems, caused a bit of a calamity in the box, obviously won the penalty. But I've got no idea now if he starts what Maeda's going to turn up, and Martin O'Neill must be the same.
I think the issue is, again, I've said it. One, Martin O'Neill doesn't know his best starting lineup, and there's 10 league games to go now. And 2, I don't think there's many players that he can trust, because, like we said, how many players are you going to get a 90-minute performance out of? I think you're looking at Callum McGregor, Kieran Tierney, if he can last that long. Maybe Julian Araujo. Is there anybody else you can really trust? I'm not so sure. So this is the biggest problem, that you're getting to the business end of the season now, and I just think Celtic are so unpredictable. I said it in the last podcast. I wouldn't be surprised they got to Pittodrie on Wednesday and dropped points, because this is just the theme of Celtic season. And yeah, I think I totally agree with what Mick said. The up front is a big issue, because where are the goals going to come from? I've said it before, but where would Celtic be without Benjamin Negren? Gets an assist at the weekend, and then he scored 18 goals this season. If it wasn't for him, £1.7 million signing in the summer, Celtic would be probably 4th at the minute. So I think there are, the draw kind of spares the blushes. It came a lot worse. It keeps Celtic fighting in there, but I think there's still deeper problems for Celtic between now and the end of the season, and that's why I seriously doubt their credentials in terms of winning this title. Especially if you look at the amount of points that's probably going to win the title.